Hello and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back in the shed, which hasn't happened for a while. Life kind of threw me a curveball, so the prop building has been on hold a little bit recently, but I'm finally back in the shed doing the other thing that I really enjoy. As well as the recent videos on some home cinema stuff, it's back to prop building. So today I'm going to quickly show you the progress on the RS Prop Masters stunt helmet, where I'm trying as best as possible to replicate Simon's original helmet, not just like a generic version of it. So that's coming on quite well. And also, as you'll see just over my shoulder there, I've been working on the RWA Creations TIE Pilot helmet. So I will quickly show you those, show you where I'm up to, and this is for all the Stormtrooper and prop building fans on the channel. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you shortly from the other side of the camera. So here we are, let's get going with the RS Prop Masters helmet. So as many of you probably know, this is cast from an original helmet which was owned by Simon of RS Props, or is owned by Simon of RS Prop Masters, and of course then that means it does have all the lovely texture to it, which is why I'm really excited about it. This was very kindly sent to me by Rob at RS. It's actually last September 2020, but as I say, a few other things have kicked in. Means I didn't get around to finishing it, but I'm much closer now. So as always with me, I like to mimic the original eyes, which means that they're cut out. These are actually cut with a blade, so I've done this with a Stanley knife, not with a Dremel, so it's got the nice sharp lines to the eyes. The frown is very similar as well, but I've actually really gone to town by mimicking the shapes of the ones on Simon's original helmet. So again, I'm trying to capture all those nice details that I can. Now, when I started to do the ears, I did try to mimic those as close as possible, but anyone that's ever built a Stormtrooper helmet before will know that actually aligning the ears and actually getting it all in place with the rivets underneath, it's not simple to fully recreate another set of ears. They're kind of organic to a degree. You have to work with the way you've aligned the faceplate and the back and cap, and then you have to work with the way that you've actually put the holes in. So it is quite difficult to mimic them exactly, but I've done as good a job as I can, including where the screw holes are, which you can actually just about see the dimples in the ears, because of course they're cast from Simon's original. So again, those are coming on quite nicely. Got the alignment as they would have been on the helmet itself. That is actually an interesting point. The alignment on this ear is following the trap here. That's roughly where Simon's one follows it. If you look on the other side, you'll actually see it doesn't. Now that's not overly common on every single helmet, but it's the alignment would be here, but you can see it's slightly more upright, and that is following Simon's helmet. So again, when you look at that helmet, it was slightly more upright than some of the other helmets seen on screen. So anyway, that's the RS helmet, which is coming on nicely. The stage I'm up to now that it's built, the next step will actually be spray painting it. And for that, I'll be using a paint called Fossil Green. It's this one here, which is Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch Fossil Green. So I'll be making this look like it's an HDPE helmet by using this paint. And then I will carry on with the helmet and build it up from there. Obviously, the fact that Simon's helmet doesn't have paint on it, we don't know what it actually looked like. I don't think it's been screen matched either. So again, I can't mimic it after that, but I will go for the HDPE appearance on this helmet. So there we go, that's the RS. Next up we have the RWA TIE Pilot helmet. So there's a few things I'll be doing to this one, but so far, as you can see, I've constructed most of it. I have attached the ears already, obviously including the little greeblies on there. Things like this, I tried to match that as close to screen used helmets as possible, where the screw in there is visible, and by the looks of screen reference, they were not painted. So they were just left as they are, which are little brass screws. That's coming on quite nicely. Another thing I've noticed, I'm quite new to TIE pilots compared to Stormtroopers, but this area here on the top of the main helmet here, the X-Wing pilot basically, And I've noticed that some people, when they build these, leave this part a lot fatter. They actually try and cover up this massive gap in here. But one of the first things I noticed was that that actually does go at an angle and then goes into a really tight corner here. And that's then obviously very thin. This part here is very thin, and you can then see right the way through. So as I say, there's a massive finger gap in there. But as I say, as far as I can see, that is screen accurate. So again, as with anything I build, I try and make it as screen accurate as possible. These little greeblies here are going to be replaced, which it was a found part recently that these little Halfords panel clips are a better match. So I'll be taking these off and replacing them. But as per the originals as well, I've actually cut a big gouge out of the faceplate, which again, I don't think is that obvious to a lot of builders. They just leave the faceplate all the way up underneath. But with me, as I say, I've cut that off. You'll see the images here of that as well. I do need to do some work on the eyes because the bubble lenses currently don't fit, but that is something which I can get done soon. With this one, I'll be going for the painted style mohawk and the painted frown and the painted vocoder, and I have found a paint for that, but I've not tested whether it looks the right colour yet. But as I say, this is the RWA Creations TIE Pilot helmet, and as I say, that's coming on really nicely so far, so enjoying that build. Well, there we go. It's only a quick update today, but as I say, that gives you an idea of the TIE Pilot helmet and the RS Prop Masters Stunt Stormtrooper. So I hope that's useful. As I say, it's been a while since I've done any updates on prop building, so I really thought it was time that I get my finger out and get some bits done. So as I say, they're both coming on nicely, and I will do more progress videos in the coming weeks when I can fit in the next little bit of work. It's getting colder in the UK here, as you can tell by the silly woolly hat, but down in the shed there's no heating. So anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this short video update, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.